James Gunn is taking over DC Studios. It has been officially announced that James Gunn is one of the new CEOs of the DC Studios. As we can expect from him, he started his very first day as the DC Studios boss with a hilarious Superman comic panel. Hey guys, welcome back to Marvel Universe, where we talk about Marvel releases, news, and casts. In today's video, we are going to reveal all the possible amendments and mishaps expected from this change in DC. In the world of television and film, 2022 was a remarkable era for DC Comics as an entertainer. The CW's Arrowverse franchise has lost several series, including Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, and most recently Stargirl on television and in small screenings. In the DCU, which was known as the DCEU before, Warner Bros., the 4 seasons of the Stargirl didn't go as planned at all. Discovery canceled the already filmed Batgirl movie for HBO Max, as well as the Wonder Her Twins movie. So it was obvious that the franchise is in dire need of an impactful change to bring the charm of the company back. Warner Bros. Discovery is grappling with numerous suspension across many business units, but the DC IPS is taking a big step in the right direction. With Walter Hamada stepping down as the head of DC Films, the division will be replaced by DC Studios to focus on television, film, and animation. James Gunn and Peter Safran were supposed to officially head up DC Studios as their co-CEO roles force on the 1st of November 2022. When DC Studios officially opened, James headed over to Twitter to celebrate his first day as one of the bosses and filmmaker that will take on the creative side of the new division. To make the first day of his new role in Warner Bros. More exciting, he tweeted a meme saying, "Got to restrain myself," or "I may absent-mindedly punch this typewriter into twisting wreckage," with the caption "First day, new job." Gunn and Safran have yet to reveal plans for new projects, but DC Studios has several finished films in the line that have been acquired by DC Films. DCU will be released on March 2023. Shazam! Zachary Levi returns as a classic hero in The Fury of the Gods. Despite the many legal controversies surrounding it, Ezra Miller's film, The Flash, hits theaters in June 2023 in what will be a pivotal chapter for the future of the DCU. In August, the DCU will introduce Jane Rice and Blue Beetle, while Aquaman and Lost His Kingdom will wrap up 2023 in December. As for the new film, Man of Steel 2 is reportedly the only project they have in development, with Henry Cavill reprising his role of Superman after appearing in Black Adam. The Batman 2 and Joker, Folie à Deux, are in production and not related to the larger DCU, but will reportedly be directed by Warner Bros. Pictures, heads to Gunn and Safran's DC Studios responsibility rather than to DeLuca and Pamela Abbe. Now that DC Studios is in place, it will be fascinating to see what Gunn and Safran will bring out for DCU. Especially since he's directing both TV, film, and animation, it could open up more connections than ever before for the franchise. However, more and more is expected to come out of this change in the DCU. Most probably, we will get to know most of the upcoming entertainment from DCU in the end of 2022 or the start of 2023. With Warner Bros. Hiring James Gunn and Peter Safran to run DC Studios, the future of the DC Universe has become clearer. The Guardians of the Galaxy director said he joined DC in 2018 to produce Suicide Squad, before expanding his role to include the development of the second season of Peacemaker and the Amanda Waller spinoff. The news that James Gunn would head up his DC Studios had a huge impact on the superhero movie genre and Hollywood in general. It's also an important time for Warner Bros. To figure out what the future holds for the DC Universe. James Gunn and Peter Safran won't begin directing for DC Studios until November 1st, 2022, but the two will inherit a string of existing projects for 2023 when their reign begins. It will take over many other films in development. Movies like The Flash, Aquaman, and The Lost Kingdom are set to hit theaters only next year, while sequels to Joker and Batman are also in development. After that strong film debut and Dwayne Johnson's ambitious plans, they'll also have to find out what the future holds for the Black Adam franchise. Gunn's role announcement revealed some important details about the future. The announcement that Peter Safran and James Gunn will head up DC Studios comes with confirmation of which characters will be key to their plans, has expressed a commitment to bring it to the big screen. This included key Justice League members such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. Harley Quinn was also directly mentioned in the statement. James Gunn and Peter Safran are investing in Harley Quinn's DC future after working with Margot Robbie on Suicide Squad. Gunn has said in the past that she would return, and now she has the power to make it happen. The announcement of James Gunn's role at DC Studios further demonstrates that this new era of the DC Universe will have a renewed focus on some of DC's most iconic characters. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman is known as DC's Trinity, but Jason Momoa helped make Aquaman more than just a pop culture joke. Viewers should be confident that each character will return in future projects, with Jason Momoa returning for Aquaman 2 as early as next year and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman for Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and is set to return in Wonder Woman 3. Flash and Cyborg weren't specifically mentioned as characters that James Gunn's DC Studios are planning or would love to bring back. Only 2 verified members, Ezra Miller's Barry Allen, are supposed to return to The Flash next year. But that could mark the end of their tenure in the role. Safran and Gunn's desire to lead in new directions could mean avoiding Barry Allen, remaking The Flash, or giving the mantle to someone like Wally West. Obviously, a new boss always needs a new environment and amendments to work with. The lack of mention of Ray Fisher's Cyborg isn't all that surprising. The actor accused former DC film head Walter Hamada of covering up Joss Whedon's toxic behavior and downplaying an investigation into a Justice League reshoot. James Gunn and Peter Safran have taken over his post, but it's unclear if Fisher wants to work with Warner Bros. And DC again. The actor's uncertainty about DC's future may be why Cyborg isn't mentioned in the statement, even though Gunn and Safran hope to return the character. The fact that Peter Safran and James Gunn's DC studio is working on using Batman also bodes well for The Dark Knight being part of DC's future. The only remaining question is who will play Batman in the DC universe. Ben Affleck was thought to be out of character, but his upcoming appearances in The Flash and Aquaman 2 suggest otherwise. It's hard to imagine it connecting to Keaton's Batman. A Dark Knight rewrite is also possible, depending on what their plans entail. All that is currently known is that Batman, if not Affleck, has a place in DC's future. Speaking of Batman, it's been confirmed that the franchise built around Robert Pattinson's Batman and Joaquin Phoenix's Joker will remain separate from Safran and Gunn's DC universe. Folie à Deux is in development and is set to begin filming later this year after the first film was a blockbuster, without connecting to DC's shared universe. Matt Reeves is also working to create a complete Batman universe, including direct sequels and spin-off movies and shows. Safran and Gunn are joined by GoUB co-chairs Michael DeLuca and Pamela. Abby will not be directing future Joker and Batman projects as he plans to take over. Another takeaway from DC Studios' recent reorganization is that DC's movies, shows, and animations are all under the jurisdiction of Peter Safran and James Gunn. The new power of co-CEOs should bring a more consistent vision across media formats. James Gunn has already been involved in each of these departments, including the movie Suicide Squad, the HBO Max series Peacemaker, and a cameo in Season 3 of Harley Quinn. Now, instead of DC's film, TV, and animation projects being reported to various bosses, it appears that these projects will all be under the leadership of Safran and Gunn. James Gunn could be the missing jigsaw piece DC needed from so long. What amendments will you make if you were in place of James Gunn right now? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to Marvel Universe and press the bell icon to stay updated about all the latest Marvel news. See you next. Till then, stay safe.